Hello everybody and welcome to the Friday Wrap for today, July 18th, 2014. I all hope you had a wonderful week, and it's been a good one for me. If I look tired, I am actually tired today. Usually it's just bags under my eyes, but today it's been an exhausting week, let's just put it that way. A lot to talk about as far as channel is concerned, stuff that I've got to do this week, D&D. A lot of stuff. So let's just talk about the obvious thing right away. This past Tuesday, and the video before it went up yesterday, I was on the Co-optional podcast with Jesse, Dodger, and Cry. It was something that I have been wanting to do, obviously, for years. Like, everybody who watches that, or at least a lot of people who watch it, could be like, I would love to hang out with those guys and just talk games, right? And that's something I've wanted to do forever. And once my channel got picked up finally by Polaris, I was like, well, maybe in a couple years, once I'm much bigger and maybe I have like a bigger name for myself, I'll be able to pop on. But then the day before, on Monday at like 10 p.m. my time, I got an email saying, hey, I know this is short notice, but I know you have you've expressed interest in the Co-optional podcast before. Would you want to be on it? We want to get you on it like tomorrow. I was like, yeah. I didn't even hesitate. I was like, yes, I will be free. Even if I was doing something, I would have canceled it. I will be free and I'll be on. And they were like, great. Here's the time you need to do this, blah, blah, blah. They sent me everything I needed to do, and I was ready to go the next day. And lo and behold, I was on the Co-optional podcast. That night before and the whole day leading up to was nerve-wracking, as I'm sure it would be to a lot of people. Not only because you're kind of meeting the people that inspired you heavily to do what you're doing now, but at the same time, I was going to be live in front of 10 to 11,000 people, which I've never done before. It's a lot, especially like just all at once like that. It's crazy. But there's also no real feeling that can really compare to saying something and then watching all those people blow up in response to what you were saying in the chat room. That was really awesome. And now that it came out yesterday on YouTube, I'm really happy to see that people seem to have enjoyed the podcast in general. I mean, one of the things that I was worried about is I was going to be too timid, be too scared to talk. And one of the things I really didn't want to do was that. So I made a very conscious effort to try and be, just like be myself, butt in, talk, have discussion, and not just be the guest who kind of sits back and fades away to the three big people. And I felt like after I was done that I did that. I do feel like I did a good job. And I'm hoping that, I was hoping that people thought the same thing. And it seems like that people enjoyed it. People seem to really enjoyed it. And that makes me feel real good that I was not a guest that just kind of faded into the distance, into the past. And hopefully maybe one day I'll get another chance to pop on there again. If they ever need me, I'm always going to be available usually. So I hope I get another chance, but it was just awesome to be able to do that and to be able to talk to those people about everything I've listened to them talk for years on the podcast. So it was awesome. Maybe next time I'll get to be on it with TB. That'd be cool, huh? Other than that, as you can see, there's a cat behind me. But outside of that, as a hiccup, I'm wearing my hat. I have been forcing myself to wear this hat that I picked up since I've had it, and it is definitely starting to stretch out. And I don't know why I'm hiccuping so bad. And I don't have any drink around me right now, so it's really bothering me. Ugh. God damn it. So I've been wearing this hat, obviously, just trying to stretch it out, and it is starting to stretch out. It's actually getting more and more comfortable every day. I've been forcing myself to wear it every day, and it's working. It's working well. I also did a huge amount of shopping on Thursday, so yesterday, just to get more clothes, because the clothes that I ended up buying obviously didn't fit. So I went with my sister came with me, and we ended up picking up some stuff. So I have shorts that fit me now and more t-shirts that fit. So my wardrobe is slowly expanding. Other stuff. It is almost positive now at this point. It's like 90-something% positive that I'm going to be at PAX Prime. Unless something goes horribly wrong. But PAX Prime is looking like I'm going to be there. So if you're going to be at PAX Prime, don't hesitate to hunt me down. I will post a video before I fly out or whatever the week up to let you all know. But if you see me at PAX Prime, that's one of those things. Don't be afraid to say hello. I met a couple cool people at PAX East. It'd be cool to meet a couple more people at PAX Prime. So don't be afraid. That'd be really cool. Other than that, Channel stuff's going well. I'm really excited because later, I think next week is a couple of games that I am really excited for, that I'm almost positive there's going to be a little mini-series for both of them on my channel. They're games. One is a game I kickstarted about a year and a half, 2 years ago. That's finally about to hit early access on Steam, which is a game that's right up my alley. And then another one is one that's got a lot of hype behind it, and people are playing it now, and I don't have a code to it because the developers are not giving me one. And I'm looking forward to doing it too. Those will take up probably no series at all. I'll just have them on my channel. Especially if they don't end up being long series, because I don't know how long or how much gameplay I can get out of them in the form that they're in. But I'm still so excited for them. It looks really, really fun. Both of them look really, really fun. And these hiccups are pissing me off. Okay, other than that, D&D update, a quick one. It was another one where a lot of story stuff kind of came out, but at the same time, main plot didn't really progress. So, big things that have happened yesterday in this last session. So, if you all know, I'm playing a wild mage. I'm playing very classic. I like to play very simple characters. I like to play characters who have a very little or minimal backstory, so the DM can create his own backstory for my character, so it's a surprise to me. And I like to come up with a concept, and I like to play that concept. So this particular concept is a wild mage who's chaotic neutral, whose magics are not, they're reliable in that usually the spell he casts is the spell that he wanted to cast, but every time he uses magic, something fucking weird happens too. He's just supposed to be this character who's unpredictable in almost every way. And at the same time, the way he was introduced is that I had amnesia, very cliche, obviously. But that's kind of how it worked. Well, yesterday it came out that my character is in fact a Warforged. He is a Warforged, is like a kind of, it's hard to explain. Think of him like robots with souls, like medieval robots with souls, I guess. They're in Eberron. But I'm a special type of Warforged who looks human, but under the skin is like, everything is like plant and stone and metal. Like I'm a Warforged with human skin on me, which no one has ever seen before. This is something I didn't initially intend my character to be. He was just going to be a human, but my DM had pulled me aside before the campaign started and was like, here's the thing. This is what I want to do. And I was like, all right, that sounds really cool. Let's go with it. And that's what we did. And it came out yesterday to the party. The cool thing is my character doesn't know he's a Warforged. He never knew. So when the party discovered, they discovered it because I was really hurt. I had gashes all over me, and they were able to see, like, there was like a piece of my face that was blown off, and they were able to see underneath. So when they told me my character, they were like, you didn't tell us. You know, they weren't sure if I knew or not. Come to find out, my character had no idea he was a Warforged, and he doesn't believe them because this whole campaign, Warforged have been made the main enemy, and it's kind of bred this hatred of Warforged in my character, this kind of fantasy racism in a way. So to find out he is what he hates, he almost refuses to swallow it. And until he gets some more proof, some physical proof, he won't believe them. And he could cut himself and stuff, but the thing is, unlike other Warforged, my character, at least he interprets the fact that he feels pain. He thinks he feels pain. He believes he needs to eat. Like he does all the things because he feels hungry. He feels tired. He feels like a human. So to him, it doesn't make any sense. So we'll see. And that was kind of the big thing that came out yesterday. The other thing that came out yesterday is that I have a flaw called command word, which means that there are people out there who know this word, who, if they say it, I am 100% under their control. Like, I am 100% under their control. I do what they say without question. And that's how it all kind of came out. And this crazy thing. Now, the command word in the world isn't like a known thing. So as far as people know, and as far as my character believes too, he used magic to control me. He used a spell, some weird ability. And it's this interesting situation because now my character, we left off with my character really trying to, he has two options essentially ahead of him. Do I continue with the party, or do I separate from the party for a time and try to figure out what I am, who I am? And he's kind of left with these decisions that he it's an interesting situation. So that's kind of where we are with D&D. It's really awesome. Last thing I think I'll talk about is just videos for today. As always, because of D&D and it's Friday, videos are going to be late. I don't like doing it. One day I'll learn and do something about it, but I keep saying, oh, I'll be fine, and I'm never fine. But I will have videos up late today, so if you're one of those people waiting, and these hiccups, oh my good fucking God. If you're one of those people who've been waiting all day, I apologize. They'll be up as soon as I can. Just keep an eye out for them, and then we'll roll back into normal schedule tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm curious, if you guys watch the Co-optional podcast, let me know what you thought. Also, other than that, I'm very excited. I don't want to spoil the second game, so I don't want to talk about the game or ask you about opinions about the series that's going to come on my channel. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got, guys. I'm sorry. So I'll see you next Friday, or if you're going to watch my other videos for today, I'll see you later today. Or if you're new, check out my stuff. If you have any questions, drop them below. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next Friday.